Hello, everybody. Good late afternoon from Sapporo. This is the Japanese B-League and the battle between Levanga Hokkaido and Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Well, we are in the Hokkaido Kita Yale, and this is a very, very important game for both teams and for different reasons. Levanga trying to reverse some poor form of late. They've had some tough results. They've been blown out some. They've lost some close games. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, meanwhile, one of the big stories of the season, led by that man right there, Kawamura, who has been terrific. Just played in the All-Star game, also in the G Skills Challenge, the G Shock Skills Challenge, and won that, in fact, over the All-Star weekend. And now he is back and ready to play for Yokohama. He was the leading vote getter for the All-Star game. He was sensational in that game, just like he's been sensational all season long. And of course, he was sensational when he played for Japan's national team as well under coach Tom Hovass last summer at the FIBA Asia Cup in Jakarta. So you see Yokohama there in the central behind Kawasaki, both teams with 18 and 12 records, and Levanga Hokkaido in 8th place, and that is in the East. So 7 and 23. They've had a lot of difficult, as I mentioned, results already. You look at their lineup, and they've definitely got a lot of talent. Hashimoto, who is at the All-Star game, the captain, Alex Murphy, Sakurai, Long, Matsushita, and then Nana, Dwight Ramos, the Philippines international, Terrazono, Nakano, Arakawa, Brock Modem, the Australian, and Shimatani. And for Yokohama, you've got Patrick Auda, the Czech Republic international, number 1. Number 5, Yuki Kawamura. Then you've got Akaho, Charles Jackson, Devin Oliver, Kai King. Number 18, Mori, Matsuzaki, number 24, Sudo, number 30, and Morris, number 32. Their starting 5 is going to be Kawamura, Akaho, Jackson, Oliver, and King. And the starting 5 again for Levanga will be Hashimoto, Murphy, Sakurai, Long, and Matsushita. Well, here's what Kawamura did last time. He was sensational against Niigata, 36 points, if you can believe it. And just kind of really underlined the type of season that he's been having to be able to come out and tear it up and to do everything. His jump shot keeps getting better and better. Of course, his ball handling, his passing is terrific. Here he is pulling up on the break and hitting another three-pointer. And he couldn't miss from deep. He was sensational. Meanwhile, against Brex, you've got Alex Murphy coming out and having a nice game, scoring at will. You can see his averages 12.4 points per game. The Finland international is a good fit for this team. And they'll be hoping that he can help them engineer a turnaround here midway through the season. You never know. You never want to write off your chances. You get 1 or 2 wins, maybe get some confidence, start climbing in the table, and then see where that takes you. Maybe you could make a late run for the playoffs, although I'd say it's probably unlikely with just 7 wins on the season. That certainly does not lessen the importance of the game for Levanga. I mean, when you get mired in a slump That's when the fans and that's when the coach want to see, and the club overall. That's when they want to see which players are the ones that come out fighting and keep battling away. So again, Levanga coming out. Nana, Dwight Ramos. Ramos comes in averaging 12.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. Shuto Terrazono coming out, and he's averaging 6.3 points per game and 2.5 assists. And Tsukasa Nakano, again, another player, 6.7 points. Hayate Arakawa, 2.8 points per game. Brock Modem, 18.1 points and 7.1 rebounds, 2.8 assists. That's coming off the bench. That is your main weapon, he and Ramos. So a lot of good players coming off the bench. And then, of course, Ren Shimatane, who averages only 6 minutes and 23 seconds, but those are an important 6 minutes and 23 seconds, averaging less than a point and 1.5 assists per game. So you look at the you look at the season stats for these teams. The lights, again, are lowered as you get a look at Coach Sacco. So again, we're going to have a look at Levanga. There he is, the captain, Ryomu Hashimoto. Almost won the three-point shooting contest during the All-Star weekend. Thought he was going to win it, in fact, until the very end. And that's when he was surpassed unexpectedly by Takumi Saito, the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins sharpshooter. But he had a great All-Star weekend. Sakurai comes out. Sean Long. We saw Alex Murphy. And now we'll see Yuta Matsushita. Kenichi Sako, the head coach. So you feel a little bit for Levanga coming into this game. You know, they won their last game on December 28th. That was against Sendai. Won that one 69-63. And then their next two games against Nagoya kind of set them on a difficult course. They lost 74-70 to FE Nagoya, and then 85-83. See the referees lining up for today's game. And then even their next two games out, they lost a couple of close ones to Osaka, 91-83 and 110-108. The last two games against Alvark and Utsunomiya Brex have been pretty decisive. So again, the starting fives for today's game for Levanga: Hashimoto wears 0, Alex Murphy number 5, Sakurai number 11, Sean Long number 21, and number 66 Matsushita. And for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS on the right, Kawamura number 5, Akaho number 6, Charles Jackson number 10, Oliver number 15, and Kai King number 23. Well, hello everybody. We're underway here at LEVANGA Hokkaido, taking on Yokohama BC, the Corsairs. And Charles Jackson coming up and knocking the ball away and getting the steal here right at the beginning of the game. So the man of the moment in Japan has the basketball, Kawamura. Again, the leading vote getter in the All-Star game, the point guard, number 5's got the ball in his hands right now. And he drives in, misses with his first attempt. Sakurai with the rebound, takes it all the way, now passes it back out. And stroking it from downtown, Sean Long. So a good start here for the home team. Driving in, and nobody's able to match Oliver. So Devin Oliver with his first 2 points. Hashimoto, perhaps looking for some space to launch a three. Here goes Murphy. Hashimoto missing from deep, but Murphy with the rebound. And he gets denied by Jackson. Tries to force it up, can't get it to go. Oliver rebounds over to Kawamura, who gets it to a trailing Jackson, and he passes it off to Oliver. Nice sharing of the basketball for Yokohama. Again, down low to Murphy. And Murphy a little frustrated trying to go to work down low, but I think the presence of Jackson is causing him, obviously, some problems. Meanwhile, King missing from long range, but they keep it at this end. Here's the drive, and Kawamura kicks it outside. And missing an easy one was Akaho. But Oliver is on the spot, and he makes the basket in the lane. So second chance points, giving those away early to Yokohama. Long, that's just, oh boy, it goes in. I thought he was going to miss it. Here's Oliver. He's been playing well here at the start of the game. King. And the left-handed Oliver puts up a three. It's no good. Sean Long rebounds it, hands it off. And Murphy's going to go help Jackson up. Good sportsmanship. Murphy for three. That's good. Well, when you are denied 1 or 2 times or 3 times in a row down low, you need to step outside, and that's exactly what Murphy did. And like most Finns, he knows how to shoot the basketball. Here's the drive, Kawamura. His presence is just relentless. Coach Aoki so fortunate to have Kawamura just as he's really taken off. Oh, what a tough move from Long. 29 years of age. And just a terrific start. Even takes the contact. And what I like most about that is he's not appealing for the foul. He gets it. But he's letting the referee do the work. Make the call, and Charles Jackson thinking, I didn't go for the ball, I was just in position. But you know what? Sometimes when there's contact like that, they are going to award the foul, and that's exactly what they've done. So Hokkaido gets the three-point play, and Sean Long off to a terrific start today. 8 points already. Kawamura. And I think he faked out his teammate almost as he penetrated the ball, knocked out of bounds. But I think people were excited about watching Kawamura play this year, but I don't think they had any idea he would be as influential as he has been. And probably if the season ended today, he'd get a lot of MVP votes. There is the foul as King gets it down low. Marginal contact, but the foul has been called. King, averaging 6.5 points per game, goes to the free throw line. And nice rotation on that free throw, makes it, closes the gap to 2 points. They don't boo here in Japan, they moo like the cow. That's a good one. 11-9. Makes just one of two. Murphy. Oh boy, that was a telegraph pass. Here comes Oliver. He is nobody's fool today. He is going to town. So Dwight Ramos coming into the game for the first time today. And Oliver makes the first free throw. .7 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 3.1 assists for Devin Oliver. And he makes both free throws. Played his college basketball at Dayton back in the day. Here's a three-pointer from Ramos. Look at Sean Long getting to work. Oh, he misses the putback. He did the hard work by getting the rebound and then just left it up. Here comes Murphy. Sean Long shows the ball handling and doesn't get any love from the rim. The ball stays out. There's Murphy. Well, it works out better in the end for Levanga Hokkaido. Murphy, who may as well just stay outside and shoot it because he has looked very good from three-point range. The drive, and Kawamura rejected by Long right as he gets into the low post. Kawamura makes the free throw. .21 years of age, 1.72 meters in height. And both free throws good as he trims the deficit to 1 point. There's the pass and the lob, and this time Charles Jackson knocks it away. Ramos drifts in. Nice soft touch from Dwight Ramos. Up to Jackson, and Sean Long hustles down the court and knocks it out of bounds. So give the block to Long. He's definitely come out with that attitude of we got to protect our home court today. Plays college basketball, Sean Long, at Louisiana Lafayette. So many good players in the States, and stepping on the half-court line and turning it over was HOKKAIDO. Spent the previous 2 years with the Chiba Jets and season before that with Yokohama. So it's come back to play for Yokohama, HOKKAIDO. And now the turnover. Well, it was imperative as Patrick Alda checks into the game for Yokohama. It was imperative for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO to have a good start today. They have. And they just have to play hard for 40 minutes. Give themselves a chance to win this game against one of the hotter teams in the competition. So back to live action, and Yokohama attacking from the baseline. HOKKAIDO has it. Patrick Alda missing, and Long going for the rebound. Long's going to go help up Murphy. Murphy just kind of stumbled as he was running down the court. HOKKAIDO sits down for the first time. Missing on the drive was Nakano. And look at the lightning quick pace of Mori getting it up the floor. And Terrazano commits the foul. Well, wouldn't you like to see a race between Kawamura and Mori? And Terrazano, those are three lightning bolt quick players in this game. Mori spins into the paint. And there's the offensive rebound and put back from Charles Jackson. First 2 points for Charles Jackson. Here's Ramos. Ramos, easy as you like, missing, but Sean Long continues to be active on the offensive glass. And the ball goes out of bounds off Levanga Hokkaido. And an emotional Sean Long, upset that he didn't get that call. Edward Morris in the game now for Yokohama, number 32. And here we see Patrick Alda. Ramos knocking it off the rim, but into the hands of Mori. That was Sudo who missed the shot. Here's Mori. And Patrick Alda fouled in the paint. Also in the game now, Nana, number 1. Brock Modem in as well for Levanga Hokkaido. So Nana picks up his first foul. That's got to be one of the better ones, the moo, as opposed to the boo. Oh, the bank is open. I'm not so sure that Patrick Alda meant to bank that one in. If he does it again, then I'll say yes. But if he doesn't, how could you be off that much to bank in the first one? Unless he was trying. You never know. We'll have to ask him. And Dwight Ramos turns it over and then commits the foul. And they are going to call it unsportsmanlike. Well, that didn't go well for the Filipino. A couple of times in this game, this Levanga Hokkaido team has kind of made a casual pass, and Yokohama have picked it right off. So they call the unsportsmanlike, and now they'll review it to confirm it. Maybe they'll think twice. Here it is again. Let's have a look. Well, Alda's reaction immediately was unsportsmanlike. .112 remaining in this opening quarter, and Yokohama with the lead and a chance to extend it on this trip down the floor. But by how much? Just 2, or could it be 5? Okay, they take the unsportsmanlike off. So it'll just be a normal foul. And they breathe a sigh of relief. Levanga Hokkaido. Ramos comes out of the game. Coach Aoki trying to get something cleared up there. So it'll be 2 free throws for Patrick Alda. Patrick Alda's an interesting player. can play, you know, power forward. He can stretch defenses because he's got a good shot. He can guard down low against the bigs. Played in that Czech Republic team that made it to the quarterfinals of the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2019. And obviously in a lot of other games as well. Oh, another turnover. And here they come. Alda on the break. And now I think a push has been called on Alda. Here he is missing. Well, it was a light push, but it got him in trouble. So Levanga Hokkaido struggling a little bit with their ball handling and their passing here against Yokohama. And that's with Kawamura out of the game. Trying to get the basketball to Brock Modem, one of their more explosive players. Player that we saw play for Australia at the 2016 Olympics. Here he is. And Brock Modem now fumbles it out into the hands of Alda. So Levanga Hokkaido all of a sudden struggling with turnovers, and now Mori falls over. What's going on out there? Mori. And low to Alda. And he's such a difficult player. He can shoot it, but he can also go to work down low, and he's left-handed. Final seconds ticking off the clock in the first quarter, and Yokohama B-CORSAIRS on a little bit of a roll here at the end of the quarter. And they're going to get a shot off. Mori, no, he waited just a little too late. Misses it anyway. But Yokohama B-CORSAIRS on top, 21-16 over Levanga Hokkaido here at the end of one. I see the records of these teams the past several seasons, and you can see that Levanga Hokkaido in the midst of a difficult season. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, meanwhile, having struggled for so long, now have a winning record. And it just goes to show you what a surprise that was for this team. To have this great start. I mean, it doesn't go down to just one player, Kawamura, obviously, but he certainly had a lot to do with it. The captain, Kenta Mori, Makes a big difference. Devin Oliver came over from Sendai. Charles Jackson has been important for this team. So second quarter action underway, and Yokohama looking to lower the boom here early. Brock Modem gets the rebound. Charles Jackson coming over from Hiroshima, so he's made a big difference as well. And that's much better for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Good movement. And coming in, getting that one to drop was number 7, Nakano. And again, another chance. Brock Modem with the rebound. Quick outlet pass. Hashimoto. Over to Brock Modem. You can count it. 5 consecutive points, and we're tied. They've come out with a little bit more spring in the step here at the start of the second quarter. Mori spins, turns, puts it up and in. The captain. When will it be that we see Kawamura re-enter the game? Murphy re-enters the contest. Hashimoto. And Brock Modem misses on the drive. It's interesting, you've got a couple of left-handers out there, and Murphy. Or no, Murphy is not actually. Brock Modem's out there on the court trying to carry the offense. Here is the three-pointer. It's good. Good shot from Matsuzaki. His first points of the game. Hashimoto to Murphy. Murphy drives in, and nice play, scores with the reverse layup. He's got 8 points. Another three-pointer, not this time for Matsuzaki. Pulling up at the stripe and hitting it. And tying it. Number 7, Nakano, his second basket here of the quarter. Alda, look at him handle the ball. Good rebound from Modem. Gets it to his guard. Hashimoto over to Modem. Runs the baseline, back outside to the wing. Oh, he's fouled! 3 free throws will be coming for Nakano. So Nakano going to the line, hoping to knock him down. Shimatani comes into the game for the first time. Rin Shimatani. And Nakano makes the first. Well, things looking a little bit better all of a sudden for LEVANGA, Hokkaido. The second is good. Big opportunity here. See the free throw shooting. Leaders. So he is a good free throw shooter. No surprise, he's knocked them down. Oh, he only makes 2 of the 3. Nevertheless, it's a 2-point lead for the home team. Again, they have had an almighty struggle. Their last win back on December 28th, LEVANGA, Hokkaido. Kawamura back in the game, and Mr. Japanese Basketball buries it. Wow. Puts Yokohama back in front. Hashimoto. Not really looking for his shot right now. Guarded by King. Here he is. Nope. Defers again. Gets it to Brock Modem, who a little bit too much dribbling as Oliver reaches in and takes it away. 4 minutes into the second quarter. Kawamura. His pass out to the corner and the miss from Matsuzaki, and it leads to a dunk from Murphy. Ten points for Alex Murphy. Oh, beautiful pass. Matsuzaki back outside to King, and now Oliver. And then Alda battling away, can't get it, and the ball stolen by Murphy. And he's fouled by Kawamura. So the good news now for LEVANGA Hokkaido is that Shang Long has had a nice breather. He comes back in, but then that leads to the reintroduction of Charles Jackson. There's Long. Look at that. Puts it up and in. The putback. Oh, beautiful spin by Matsuzaki. And that leads to a timeout. 31-30, LEVANGA Hokkaido leading the way right now. Look at Matsuzaki. So timeout on the court. Here's Kawamura. Just causes so many problems. Crosses up his defender, steps back, and hits the three-pointer. He's got 7 points so far. Hasn't really distributed the basketball, per se, to get any assists or rebounds, and doesn't have any steals, but nevertheless, you just feel him out there. This was him making the pass. That should have been an assist. And Hashimoto with the rebound up to Murphy, who dunks it to go to 10 points. So Murphy right now with both he and Long each with 10 points leading the way. Hashimoto has yet to score. But as long as his team is winning, that's all that matters for the captain. LEVANGA looking to extend that lead. Murphy. Is that a lob or a shot? And Sean Long really coming to life. 33-30. Ooh, Oliver slips down. Hope he's okay. Yep, he gets back up. Kawamura drifts in, and Jackson can't catch the pass. Here from the corner. And they stay with it. Long stays with it, and he's fouled on the putback. They can't keep him off the boards right now, even with Charles Jackson. It's almost as if Sean Long is taking this personally. Look at him just keep it alive. And then Oliver, with a little bit of a reach, whistled for the foul. So 35-30, all of a sudden, everything looking great for LEVANGA Hokkaido. And a timeout called by Yokohama. Those are the scoring leaders. Long with 14 points, 10 for Brock Modem. Nakano has 6 points. Well, you look at Sean Long, and even though the team has been losing, he's had some good games. He had 14 points and 14 rebounds the last time out against Utsunomiya Brex, and before that against Alvark Tokyo. He had 23 points and 8 rebounds. And before that, 17 points and 13 rebounds against Osaka. Does not make the free throw. But, of course, in the first meeting against Osaka, he only had 2 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. So don't know what happened there. But definitely off to one of his better starts this season here today. He could go for a big number. Kawamura, and he gets 3 free throws. Shimatani reaches in and commits the foul on the hottest player in basketball in Japan and gets him on the shooting hand. So 3 free throws coming for the Japan national team point guard. First 2 are in. Let's see if he can make the third. And he does indeed make all 3 free throws to close the gap to 2 points. Here's the drive. Hashimoto gets it to the corner and gets those 3 points right back. How about that from Shimatani? That's a great answer from number 15. Probably the biggest basket of the game considering issues of momentum. But then King comes back and strokes it from deep. Game heating up here late in the first half. Here's Long. Goes in. Oh, boy, what a finish. And Charles Jackson looks like he might have caught an inadvertent elbow. No love lost between him and Sean Long, clearly. Could have been his own player, in fact. Exciting times in Japan. Oh, look at the backdoor cut. And goal interference. The basketball had already gone off the backboard. So Kawamura gets another 2 points. Imagine what it's going to be like with Kawamura pairing up with Tominaga in the backcourt, possibly for Japan again this summer at the World Cup. Tominaga having a great season for Nebraska in American college basketball. Here goes Sean Long again. And Dwight Ramos couldn't quite get his hand on it as he went for the rebound, but he comes back and intercepts the long pass. And Sean Long takes the bump from Oliver. And they are calling minimal contact on those. Look at this. I mean, that is very generous. I mean, Devin Oliver absolutely backing up, and they still called the foul on him. That is tough luck for him. Exactly. I got you, Oliver. You're right. Long. Let's see if the basketball gods punish Long for this. Nope, he makes the free throw. And Long makes both free throws to take it up to a 42-38 lead. Kawamura. Kai King runs the baseline. Kawamura for three. How good is he? He is unbelievable. He's made 2 3-pointers. He's had 2 attempts. He's got 15 points. Murphy with his team up by 1. What a finish. Goodness me, what a finish that was. He was well behind the backboard, but was able to reach out with his right hand and score the most sensational reverse layup. Alex Murphy, again, look at this. This is not an easy finish. He takes the bump. That is what you call a basketball player right there. He is hooping. Goodness me. And he's having himself a fine game as well. 12 points now. Levanga Hokkaido being led by Sean Long's 18 points. But Murphy with the 12 points. They could really do with the captain, Hashimoto, coming out and pouring in some threes as well. But look at this, Kawamura. He just looks confident, textbook. And the problem is, if you go out and you guard him, okay, if he gets a pick like that or a screen, it's over. It's all up to him whether or not he's going to hit that shot. So you can see 17.3 points per game. Leading the way. Just having a great season. Yuki Kawamura. If you go out and guard him, he's going to potentially blow past you and get a layup or blow past you and then find the open man when the help defense comes. Yuki Kawamura causing all sorts of problems for opponents. Here he is again. Jackson, they switch. Here's Kawamura, steps back for three. Good! Well, you just run out superlatives, don't you? He's attempted 3 3-pointers. He's made 3 3-pointers. He is absolutely living up to the hype. He is tied it at 44 with 1:11 remaining in the first quarter. I mean, it is something to behold Yuki Kawamura right now. And further evidence why he was the leading vote getter in the All-Star game. He's pretty much almost unstoppable right now. He's got 18 points today. He's got 18 points, and he is 5 of 6 from the floor. He's 5 of 5 at the free throw line, and he's 3 of 3 from three-point range. He has turned it over a couple of times, but he also has 1 assist. 8 points for Oliver, and you can see Coach Sacco, Kenichi Sacco, just wondering if his team is going to have enough to beat Kawamura today. And Levanga Hokkaido have not played bad today, but it's just very difficult to stay with this man. Hashimoto gets rid of it to Murphy. Now he's got it again. Dwight Ramos. The ball doesn't drop. And a hold. So the basketball will stay at this end. They're getting some good, favorable calls. So you see Jackson battling away. And that is just very difficult for Jackson. I mean, you're basically saying he's not allowed to play. I mean, really, credit Sean Long doing a great job being a combative force inside, but he was the one that was really taking the contact to Charles Jackson. So Charles Jackson sitting down for the rest of the half. With, I believe that was his third foul. So 46.4 seconds remaining, and really the way forward, it looks like it's going to have to be more of the same with Long and Murphy and maybe a sprinkling of Ramos. And again, you would like Hashimoto to get involved in the offense some. And I'm sure that's going to be a point that's going to be made in the locker room at halftime. He averages 10.5 points. Oh, I'm not believing it. Another three-pointer from Kawamura. And Levanga Hokkaido fortunate that the whistle didn't blow for a foul because it looked like he was knocked to the ground. 4 of 4 from three-point range. Look at this. Well, maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, I think that was probably a good no call. Great. Wow. Unbelievable. That's all I can say. Kawamura. So Kawamura having words with the referee just to clarify what a foul is and what it isn't. He only averaged 4.4 points per game at the FIBA Asia Cup. He only attempted 5 threes. He's a different player right now. And there Sean Long has it taken away. Akaho back in the game, comes up with the steal. Alda hands it back off to Akaho, who drives in, and Alda pounding the boards. And the basketball doesn't go down, so that's how it finishes at the end of the first half. The Yuki Kawamura show now shining, now showing here in at Levanga, Hokkaido, 47-46. Yokohama on top at the break. The first half was end-to-end stuff. It couldn't have been any better. Both of these teams with multiple players having a big say, whether it's been Sean Long for LEVANGA Hokkaido and Dwight Ramos, or Alex Murphy, or whether it's been Charles Jackson and you-know-who Yuki Kawamura. This has been a terrific B-League contest today. Patrick Alda also coming off the bench. The ebb and flow of this game has been terrific. Murphy, who had some tough times right at the start of the game, got it going with a couple of three-pointers. Then he started getting some success down low. And then, of course, for LEVANGA, you had Nakano coming out and knocking him down. But what can you do about this guy? Kawamura, unreal. Not just one, not just two. Not just three, but 4 three-pointers in the first half for him. This was Murphy getting ahead on the break and dunking it. And really, it seemed like they were going to go to halftime with the lead. Nakano missing that three, but Sean Long being very active and scoring with the putback. He missed the free throw. Then you had Hashimoto finding out on the perimeter, number 15, Shimatani, who had fouled Kawamura when he was shooting a three. But then Kawamura goes down, hits another three-pointer. This is a great drive. I mean, this is a terrific finish from Murphy. But when Kawamura is on the other team, it's tough. Steps back, three-pointer is good. And he hits another three in which he felt like he was fouled. Right here, he wanted the foul, wasn't called, but nevertheless, he got the three-pointer, and it is Yokohama on top, 47-46. Look at the three-point shooting. Both teams with 5 threes. 4 of those made by Yokohama were made by Kawamura. And the rebounding is an interesting one as well. Very similar stats. So it really is about as even as it gets. LEVANGA Hokkaido shooting 50% inside the arc, 45.5% for Yokohama. But Yokohama have made the difference by getting to the free throw line a little bit more and making 12 of their 13 attempts. That's 92.3%. Tell me what coach is not going to want that. And 7 of 9, not too bad either for LEVANGA Hokkaido. And look at that, 21 points for the electric Kawamura. Those are his numbers: 2 of 3 inside the arc, 4 of 4 from deep, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. And you look at the leading scores for LEVANGA Hokkaido, 20 points for Sean Long. And he's like, man, I can't believe we're not winning after that first half performance. So Kawamura off to another big game. He's had some big ones. He had 32 against Utsunomiya Brex earlier this season and 34. That was on December 3rd and 4th. And, of course, in his most recent game, he had 36 against Nagita Albarex. Might he go for a season high today? Well, we're about to find out. Second half action underway. Levanga Hokkaido in the green, taking on Yokohama B-CORSAIRS in the white. This time the double team comes. And HOKKAIDO going down for the double team. Doesn't take much for Sean Long to get upset, and HOKKAIDO perhaps wisely checks on him and says, is everything okay? But sometimes you can't be friends on the basketball court during the game. You have to get into your opponent. Here's Long, this time the double team on the other side. Charles Jackson, and they force him to turn it over. He steps out of bounds. He was either stepping out of bounds or throwing it into the arms of an opponent, and we've already seen an adjustment. They're going to double team Sean Long every time he gets the basketball. There's Kawamura. Puts it up. Oh, boy. 23 points now for Kawamura. He is worth the price of admission. He is worth getting out of bed for if you're watching on the other side of the world. Yuki Kawamura is taking over. Bounce pass. And Hashimoto fumbles it away. Charles Jackson not able to save it. It's knocked out of bounds. Well, it looks like King is, they're going to use the head coach's challenge. Okay, so no, they are not going to use it. They're just going to give him the basketball. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Referee changed his mind, it appears. Yuki Kawamura over to Oliver, who was good in the first quarter. Here's King. Back to Oliver. Goes up against Murphy and scores with the left hand. Ten points for Oliver now. Here goes Murphy. Well, turn around. Step back. Not a bad shot. Not sure how you're going to stop that. Back to a three-point deficit. Jackson looking for a foul. None was called. Here goes Murphy again. Back to Long. Well, let's see what he can do from deep. Misses everything except the backboard. Kawamura goes up. Oh, and he scores over Long, despite the length of Long, the shot blocker. And the lead goes to 5, and Kawamura just keeps pouring in the points. 25. And now Oliver almost takes it away from Hashimoto, who's been really anonymous today. Three-point shot is good, and that could not have come at a better time for Levanga Hokkaido. And it was drilled by number 66, Matsushita, his first 3 points of the game. And you know that we talked about Hashimoto maybe taking some threes, but Matsushita, if he can knock down the three-pointer, that makes all the difference in the world. You've got to be able to combat the impact of Kawamura. And you can't always rely on Long. Clearly, Yokohama want to take that option away from them. Kawamura, what's he going to do this time? Gets open, and he's going to score with the reverse layup and the left-handed shot. And Japanese basketball right now, folks, is seeing things I'm not sure they've ever seen before. This guy is looking literally like he can't be stopped. I mean, the point guard in him wants to pass it. He's not seeing the open man, so he's just finishing. And finishing with the plum, he has got 27 points. And we're just 3 minutes and 14 seconds into the second half. Here he is again, driving in from the left and scoring over Long. He knew that Long would go up and try to block it. But really, his last basket was even sweeter, coming from the other side of the court and scoring with the reverse layup. So you can see he has 27 points, 10 points for Oliver. And Patrick Alda also contributing 6 points. 4 points for Matsuzaki. And 4 points for Kai King. But he had 36 points against Nikita Albarex in the last game. And right now he's got 27 points. So he already had his season high last time out. And look at Alex Murphy. He walks past him as if he can't believe what he's seeing. So a chance to go to 28 points for Kawamura. He's perfect at the free throw line, 5 of 5. And makes the free throw. Remember, he also won the three-point shooting contest. Or no, excuse me, he won the G-Shock Challenge. The three-point shooting contest was won by Takumi Saito from Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. And now the turnover gives it back over to Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. And what's interesting about Kawamura is he's just kind of taking this in his stride. It's not like he looks like he's doing anything extraordinary, but he is. Turnover gives it right back to Levanga. Hokkaido inside to Long. Has to save it in bounds. Hashimoto for 3. There it is. So the three-point shot comes to the fore now for Levanga Hokkaido. Matsushita and now Hashimoto. Kawamura for 3 and finally misses. Matsushita hands it off and Alex Murphy, that was Sakurai that handed it off. Good job driving down the floor and Murphy ties it up. 16 points. Oliver. Kawamura fouled out of the perimeter by Hashimoto. And I don't know if that's an attempt not to allow Kawamura to be comfortable, but the captain committed the foul. Here's King. Where's number 23? Like Azarenus, and Hashimoto with the contact puts King on the line. Yeah, that's an easy call for the ref. He's got his hands on him. It looks like they want to speed the game up a little bit, which could be dangerous with Kawamura. 5 minutes, 34 seconds remaining. And King makes the first. Sounds like there's a herd of cattle that's come into the arena. And the second one is good as well for King. 6 points now for Kai King. Sakurai and Murphy gets it to Long. Long Gets it back after the contact from Jackson. They're going to count it. He didn't give up. Look at the celebration on the sidelines from Nana. This is classic. This is a tremendous effort from Sean Long. He goes up. And, yeah, that is a great call. I mean, Jackson did well to defend until the very end, and then he just kind of put his body into him and lowered his arms. So now he has 3 fouls. I thought he had 3 already, but he's got 3 fouls, and he goes to the bench. So he goes out, but what that does is create a different lineup, a different matchup for Long, and we'll see how he contends with the smaller player guarding him. But we'll also see the relative merit, the quality of all-round player by Patrick Alda, who can guard those low-post players. Kai King coming to life. Murphy looks down low, and it's Alda trying to keep him out. Over to Hashimoto. Well, he's just too good. He was quiet. He hadn't scored a point at halftime, and you knew that had to be an option for them coming out. They had to get him going, and that's exactly what's happened. The third three-pointer now for LEVANGA Hokkaido in the second half. Kawamura passes out to Akaho. His attempt rattles out. Well, all credit to LEVANGA Hokkaido. They have taken some shots today, but they keep on plugging away, and they lead by 1. Pulling up at the stripe, Dwight Ramos. And the ball saved in bounds by Long. Oliver, middle of the court, drives in, misses, but follows. Excellent effort from Oliver. And I suppose if Long had to do it all over again, he would not have saved that ball, because Yokohama have gone back in front. Murphy. And Sean Long pushed off. They're going to say before the shot. So Alda pushed him. Yeah, I mean, Alda, a couple pushes. Coming in is Nakano. He had 6 points in the first half. Brock Modem also comes in. Sean Long is going to go out. So they're going to go small. Hashimoto's team trailing once again by 1 point. And right at the shot clock buzzer, Matsushita couldn't do too much there. Kawamura for 3, and this time misses for the second consecutive time from three-point range, cooling off just a little bit. Three-point shot is good, though. They still connect. From Sudo, his first 3 points of the game. And the lead goes back to 4. Hashimoto fouled by Kawamura. That's only his second foul. Brock Modem for three. You can count it. Well, the three-point shot is keeping him in the game right now. Modem closes the gap to just 1 point. Brock Modem always felt like slightly underrated. Always a really terrific talent. And the foul committed by Nakano. His first of the game. Kenichi Sako applauding his team, trying to get him to go. Keep it up. And likewise, Aoki. So Kawamura just keeps scoring. I would be very surprised if he doesn't have a season high by the end of the day. Perfect at the line. $30 points. Kawamura. And the block. So foul called and Murphy gets to the line. I mean, the closest thing that I can maybe think of, I mean, this is perhaps praise I'm not sure is justified, but even so, I mean, it's a similar game, maybe Kawamura to John Stockton, the legend. Murphy misses the first. Oh, boy, 2 misses at the free throw line for Alex Murphy. Look at Kawamura. Three-point shot. Oh, the second in this quarter from Sudo. He now has 6 points. What an X factor he's turned out to be. Murphy. Well, Murphy had the look. He didn't want it. Modem. Spins. Unbelievable finish. Beautiful. Brock Modem now with 8 points. Alda. And he's fouled. The blocking call has been made against number 4, Terrazono. Shuto Terrazono. Although I got to be honest, it looked like he had pretty good position to me. If there's one thing that we've been reminded of watching Patrick Alda today, is he likes to get physical, and it doesn't matter who he's going up against. He's not going to show any mercy to the smaller guys, that's for sure. And Alda makes the first free throw. Hails from the Czech Republic. And you know, he's probably put on the skates a few times and played some hockey. But just such a big body. He's used that to help him in this chosen career path. 71-66. Brock Modem for 3. Oh, boy. He is feeling it. And it's great to see somebody else carry Levanga Hokkaido right now. Really hard to take fault with how they've played today. They've been really good. And against a really good Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team. Good job bringing it across midcourt. Terrazzano. Shuto Terrazzano! Now Kawamura has it. 30 points, 9 of 12 from the floor, 8 of 8 from the line, 4 of 6 from three-point range. About a 14-second differential in the game clock and the shot clock. Kawamura and misses, and it looked like Alda got away with a push. For the second time, just bowling over Terrazano. I'd love to see that again. Watch Alda come in. Now you can't see him right there. I was thinking the push took place before that. But Nakano whistled for the personal. Back into the game, Shimatani, remember he had a big three-pointer in the first half. After fouling Kawamura when he was attempting a three-pointer, he went right back and hit a three. Kawamura sits down for the rest of the third quarter, maybe the start of the fourth, but he'll be back in crunch time. And just 1 of 2. Brock Modem rebounds the miss, and it's a three-point difference. See if they can line up a 3 attempt here. Terrazano drives in, and he's fouled. What a finish! Well, the point guard play has been terrific in this game. And shall I say, the scoring point guard. Well, he deserved it. He deserves this call because, oh yeah, he got hacked. There was no doubt about it. Matsuzaki got him right on the right arm as he went up. Great concentration and a chance to tie it with just 2.1 seconds remaining in the quarter. Shuto Terrazano coming to the 4 for Levanga. Hokkaido, and he makes it and ties the game at 72. And the captain launches it a long way out, but misses for Yokohama. Kenta Mori walks off the court after that attempt, and it's all tied 72-72. Levanga, Hokkaido, and Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Well, Kawamura has been the sensation. Cooled off just a little bit there in the third quarter, but nevertheless is leading all scorers in this game. Look at this finish right here. The reverse, I mean, it just is breathtakingly good. He's on the bench right now with 30 points. And Kento Mori, the captain, has the basketball. Here's Oliver. And missing it from deep. And that really does a favor, I think, for LEVANGA Hokkaido, who have struggled to contain them with their drives. If they're picking their poison, I'm sure it's let somebody other than Kawamura shoot the three. Meanwhile, Modem well short on that 3 attempt. Down low, Alda kept out by Modem, but fouled. Modem guarding Oliver. Oliver spins, gets to the lane, left hand, misses everything, but Alda has it taken away. Must have gone off of Alda, must have just fumbled it, because otherwise it would have been their basketball. Remember, Shimatani in the game, he can shoot the three, so not a player that they want to leave open, Yokohama. Here's Terrazano, who had that big three-point play at the end of the third quarter. Now Murphy drives in, swatted, but the foul called before the shot. That is just great work by Murphy, protecting the basketball as he drives in, knowing that those quick hands are going to be reaching in, trying to knock it away. So Murphy goes to the free throw line. He missed his last 2 free throws. In fact, his only 2 free throws. This time he takes his time and gets it to drop. Sean Long and Dwight Ramos, meanwhile, resting up. I'm guessing they'll both be coming back into the game. It's been a quiet game for Dwight Ramos. Just 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. Played only 9 minutes and 52 seconds. And his free throw woes continue. Murphy, nevertheless, gives his team a 1-point lead. And you feel like with Kawamura resting, you want to get as big of a lead as possible before he comes back out. And look at that. Stroking it from 3-point range. Matsuzaki. It's his first 3 of the game. Murphy, not wanting to settle. For whatever reason, he hit those 2 early threes in the game. Here he is now, open and short. So both he and Modem short on their last couple of attempts. Oliver back outside. Alda. Alda drives in. Looks for space. And Oliver kept it alive. Tried the putback dunk, missed it, but a new 14 for Yokohama. Kintamori over to Oliver for 3. Good! 15 points for Devin Oliver. The Devin is in the detail, and he strokes it. 6 of 11 from the floor. Oliver, 8 rebounds, once they include that last sequence on the official stats. And Kawamura comes back in, so not much of a reprieve. Yokohama coach Aoki wanting to slam the door shut on a possible defeat here. Want to slam the door shut, but also Sean Long comes back in. Charles Jackson comes back in for Yokohama. Dwight Ramos comes back in. He's got the basketball, and the gloves have come off. Here goes Ramos. Drives in, and he had the shot he wanted. He just didn't score. Sometimes it's hard when you've been sitting for a long time to come right out. Obviously, Ramos, a great scorer. Maybe just needs a few more minutes. Kawamura has it knocked out of his hands by Terrazano, but he's fouled. Now the question is, are they going to give him free throws? And the answer would be no. I think he was trying to shoot it, but Terrazano did a good job of fouling him before he could get into the shooting motion. So he's going to go out. Great minutes from him, and now it's time for the captain to come out and find a way to lead LEVANGA HOKKAIDO back into this and to a potential win. This game just illustrates how difficult, how good this league can be. You got a LEVANGA HOKKAIDO team down at the bottom, and they are giving everything they can against Yokohama, but Devin Oliver is taking over in the fourth quarter. He was the man in the first quarter, and right now, he's got 17 points, absorbing the contact from Modem and getting to the free throw line for a potential three-point play. I mean, the only way to stop that is to go up and block the shot. And even then, you still might put him on the line. And Oliver does indeed complete the three-point play. So the lead now 8 points. And that is ominous. Biggest lead of the game for Yokohama. Long. Terrific work from Long, but he's got to make his free throws. 4 fouls now on Charles Jackson. And this might just be the best way to attack Yokohama at this stage. Get the ball to Sean Long, but he's going to have to make his free throws. I don't think that they're going to give him anything easy. Remember, they were double teaming him in the third quarter. And Patrick Alda might be a more difficult matchup for Long. And you know the Alda's perhaps, I wouldn't say relishing the task of guarding Long, but he's certainly not afraid of it. And Long misses the free throw. Long now 5 of 8 at the free throw line. Alda has 2 fouls, and Long makes the second. Still time for LEVANGA HOKKAIDO, but they have got to get stops. Kentamori gets it over to Kawamura. He passes it to Alda. And Hashimoto called for the foul. Well, I think Hashimoto did kind of clatter into Patrick Alda that time. Any more fouls and they're going to be over the limit. Here's Kawamura, another three-pointer, and now he's within 3 points of equaling his season high. He's got 33 points. Long. That was just a missed shot. I don't think there was a foul there. Long wanted one, but biggest lead of the game. Kawamura drives in. This time no, but there's Alda with the follow. He puts it up and scores. And again, you go back to Charles Jackson putting in the time in that low post with his physicality, his defense against Sean Long, and now Patrick Alda comes in, and that is unenviable task for Sean Long because Patrick Alda is in banging in that low post on both ends of the floor. He presents a lot of problems. This is Kawamura. Kawamura just a little bit of a flick right there at the end, but Patrick Alda just stuck. It almost looked like Brock Modem tapped that in. So biggest lead of the game for Yokohama, 86-74. Yokohama out rebounding Levanga Hokkaido 35-28. 15 of those 35 rebounds have come on the offensive glass, and that has been a problem. They've got 17 second chance points today compared to 11 second chance points for Levanga Hokkaido. And even as good as the guard play has been, or as well as they have played, you have to say it might be the advantage that they have is the low post, because Sean Long is kind of the lone man for Levanga Hokkaido. Meanwhile, you've got both Jackson and Alda that you can employ in that low post. I mean, the other thing is that probably Oliver has outplayed Murphy. That looked like goal interference, like it was on its way down, but they have called the foul. Kawamura, who has 35 points. Let's look again. Kawamura, is it on the way down? No. Great no call by the referee. Terrific block by Long. Sometimes in live action, that would have been a season high 37 points. Now they're going to check and see if it's an unsportsmanlike foul. I think. Or maybe they want to see who it was that committed the foul. I don't think they're looking at whether or not this is... Oh, maybe they are. I didn't think they could review this. This is definitely a clean block. I mean, that thing is on the way up. I mean, that is probably the best play of the game from Sean Long. Just an absolute sensational swat from Long. No, so they were trying to clarify who the foul was on, I think, and whether or not it was an unsportsmanlike, I think. But it just doesn't seem like Levanga Hokkaido are missing much. I mean, they've only got 7 wins this season, and they look like a really good team to me. It's more of a mental thing right now. You know, the losing streak that they've gone on has just come at it's just piled on the misery for them. They've had 4 narrow defeats in that time, and they just need a win to snap out of this funk. They've still got time here, but Long throws it out of bounds. He thought Murphy was going to be moving to his left more towards the corner. This Levanga Hokkaido team came out with the right approach today. They've been fired up. They've played hard. 23 points, 8 rebounds for Long, 17 points for Murphy, 5 rebounds. You know, I said that he had not won his matchup today with Devin Oliver. Pretty similar stats, really. I mean, Oliver's been terrific. 18 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Murphy maybe doesn't have quite as many assists, so I guess he has marginally lost that matchup. But Yokohama, you know, it's hard. They got so many players. You got a guard. King came out and really gave a lift in that third quarter. He's got 8 points. And the only guy that really hasn't scored has been Charles Jackson, and I don't think they really needed him to score today. Obviously, you know, he's got 2 points. His main concern was to try to slow down Long. Kawamura with 35 points leading the way. Matsuzaki has hit some timely shots. Alda has been terrific once again. 7 points, 8 rebounds off the bench. Brock Modem has had some good moments. He's got 11 points and 5 rebounds. They could probably do with a little bit more from him. But that being said, he's only played 15 minutes. And Dwight Ramos also just 2 points, 1 of 6 shooting from the floor. I think that Ramos needs more minutes if he's going to be more productive. So he's on the court right now. Hashimoto picked it up in the second half. He's hit a couple of three-pointers, 6 assists, 2 steals. And it's got to be defense right now for defense and rebounding for Levanga Hokkaido if they're going to come out of this game, at least force overtime. Kawamura has it out of the perimeter. Kentamori back to Kawamura. Put it in the books, folks. The season high, 38 points. Unbelievable performance. And this effort is going to be talked about around the world. Let me tell you that right now. He is raising eyebrows, Kawamura, with his effort today. Dwight Ramos, and Long with the rebound back outside. 3-point shot, and missing everything was Nakano. Now the question is, can he get 40? Kawamura's got 38 points. He's 6 of 9 from three-point range. And he does indeed go for 40 points. Look at him. And the new nickname for Kawamura, I think, is going to be Unstoppable, because he is unstoppable. Breathtakingly good. 91 points for Yokohama. And 40 of those have been scored by Kawamura. And from a fan standpoint, I hope they leave him in the game, and let's just see how many he can score. 17 points. This game is much closer than a 17-point difference, but it just goes to show how good Yokohama have been with Kawamura today. They've been able to open up a big lead here right at the end. Here he goes. Another 3. And that was long. Hashimoto. He rattles in a 3. Back to a 14-point deficit. Clock is the enemy now. You wouldn't expect many early shots here for Yokohama. The clock is the enemy for Levanga Hokkaido. Three-pointer. Oh, boy. They are just piling on the misery right now. And how about the performance off the bench today from Sudo? He's now hit 3 three-pointers in 3 attempts. And again, Levanga Hokkaido, just pick your poison. They just have so many guys that are hitting their shots today. 12 of 24. Excuse me, 12 of 25 from three-point range. Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. And 94-77. You know, on the one hand, I feel like this Yokohama team is a team to celebrate. They're capturing the imagination with the way they're playing, and Kawamura's fine play seems to be rubbing off on his teammates. But on the other hand, I feel bad for Levanga Hokkaido because they are not a bad team, but they are just running into teams at the wrong time. I mean, Kawamura, I don't know that any team would want to face Yokohama B-CORSAIRS right now with Kawamura playing the way that he is. He's only got 2 assists. He's been the scoring point guard today, 40 points. Dwight Ramos missing another one. And Hashimoto, his attempt bounces off the rim and over the backboard. All you can do if you're Levanga Hokkaido is continue to play hard, be mentally tough, just try to ride out the storm. It's never fun to lose. It's part of the game. You got to be able to deal with the mental difficulties. There's Jackson. So another assist will be coming the way for Kawamura if Jackson can make this free throw, make one of the two free throws. Just needs to make one of the two for the assist to go to Kawamura. Jackson, again, hasn't really been needed for his scoring today, but he does make one of two, so he's got 3 points. Well, they are wasting time. And I don't understand. You've got the clock as the enemy. You got Murphy passing up a couple of looks from three. You've also got Hashimoto passing up the three. Terzano had some good moments. Kawamura stays in the game. Again, he's got the 40 points. King dribbles left. Dangerous pass. And Sean Long looked like he got a hand on that. The miss. Kawamura gets it. He puts it up and short. Murphy drives in, Long goes for the follow. Here's Kawamura. He pulls up, and again, it stays out. There is the follow for Oliver. 20 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists for Oliver. And here's Long. Good move for Long. 97-80 here in the final minute. 25 points for Long. And Kawamura gets it up again, and he's fouled by Murphy. So free throws coming for Kawamura, who now will go to the line with a chance to get to 42 points. Excuse me, the foul was on Long. Kawamura trying to add his tally, misses the first. And does get the second. So 41 points for Kawamura. Three-point shot. And Murphy puts it up and in. 98-82, and I assume that'll be it. I don't see them attempting another shot. Shot clock will actually expire, so they will have about 1 second that they'll inbound it. And I guess they probably won't attempt a shot either. They'll just inbound it. So 41 points for Yuki Kawamura. Also 20 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists for Devin Oliver. And Yokohama B-CORSAIRS pull away for a 98-82 victory in the B-League today. And the man of the moment, number 5 there. Here's the congratulations from the LEVANGA HOKKAIDO players, his opponents. It's been another breathtaking display for number 5, surpassing his previous high of 36 points that was only scored in the last game. And it just makes you wonder, how many can he score? He is on a tear. 98-82. Yokohama win it here at LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. Well, as you look at the quarter-by-quarter scoring, and Coach Aoki has a lot to be happy about. His team right now in the playoff positions and looking every bit like the team that is going to go ahead and clinch a spot in the postseason. Still a long way to go. Hashimoto bowing to the crowd. He had 9 points. He was 3 of 6 from the floor, 3 of 5 from deep, 6 assists, 2 steals. But it just wasn't enough to repel this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team, which came into this game second in the Central, but with the same record as Kawasaki Brave Thunders, both teams with 18-12 records. So Yokohama BC actually now improved to 19-12. Shinshu is, they came in at 16-14. So, you know, just illustrates the importance of staying ahead, because don't forget that the Ryukyu Golden Kings and Nagoya Diamond Dolphins in the West both are 22-8. So you have to finish in the top 2 of your division, of your district, if you are going to get an automatic spot in the postseason. Kawamura knows it. And really, it's going to be probably the best opportunity for this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team to make it to the playoffs, to finish in the top 2. And this is a team that is in uncharted territory. Remember, the past several years they've really struggled, but times they are a-changing. And number 5 is just taking all of our breaths away. He goes out and he waves to the fans as a thank you. Remember, he was the leading vote getter in the All-Star game that was just played. And he also won the G-Shock Challenge, Skills Challenge. And he also plays for Japan's national team. And I would assume he will be in the lineup when they play their 2 games in February, and also will be in Okinawa when Japan serve as one of the host nations for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. I know that Tom Hovass will be very excited to have him. And you can see these 2 teams getting it on again. That'll be tomorrow at 4:05 local time. So if these fans have gotten their fill of Kawamura, they've got some more coming tomorrow. Here's the winning coach, Aoki.
後半のディフェンスかと思います。やっぱり前半40確か6得点されているので、そこを削らないことにはやっぱりうちの勝利はないなと思ってましたので、後半しっかりそこを選手たちが表現してくれたのが一番良かったかなというふうに思います。
はい。ゲーム2に向けての何かありますか？
まずはその今日やっぱり点80点超えるところまで取れる。
So Coach Aoki hailing the defense
難しいゲームになってしま
that
うの
was
で
played by his team in the second half.
点数を削ることができるかっていうところと、その中で、しっかりディフェンスのエクスキューションを、できるかどうかっていうところが一番下キーになってくるかなというふうに思います。
あと川村選手すごかったですけど、コーチ的にはどういう言葉を川村選手にあげてますか？
今日ちょっと点数どこで取ったのかっていうのはまだ全然わかんないんですけども、やっぱりそのまずポイントガードとして起点になるときと、今日どうしてもこう3クォーターぐらいまで少し点数が伸び悩む時間帯があったので、少しラインナップ変えて、彼のところでスコア、あとその後森がそこをバックアップするっていうところでしっかりと。
Coach Aoki says for game 2, the key is whether or not they can play well on defense or not. So as much as everybody wants to highlight the play of Kawamura and his offense, it's how well they play defense against LEVANGA HOKKAIDO. He says Kawamura is good, and so is the backup, the captain, Mori. So I suppose the coach wants to kind of keep the lid on some of the hype around his star player Kawamura, but at the end of the day, it's unmistakable. He's doing things that it's hard to keep him out of the spotlight. But the main talking point will be Kawamura, who had the 41 points after this game. And some of his scoring was sensational. Here he is. Let's hear what he has to say.
勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
もう前半からすごかったんですけど、この終わった後の気持ちはどうですか？
はい、本当に率直にすごくチームとして、北海道さんに勝つことがまず何より、嬉しいです。はい、
あと森井選手と出てる時が結構見られたんですけど。
So he's congratulated for the win and said he was good from the start.
そうですね、本当にキャプテンシーがあってディフェンスの強度も。
He says he's happy because of the win.
出てきたら本当に上がりますし、何より自分がスコアラーとしてのポジションを存分なく確立してやることができるので、一番ポジションであったりゲームコントロールは森井さんに任して、そういったところも今日の点数につながったかなと思うので本当に、感謝してます。
いや見ていてすごく楽しかったです。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
最後にファンブースターにメッセージありますか？
はい、本当に今日もアウェーの中。
He was asked about Mori, and he says, well, he's the captain, and because of him, Kawamura can focus on the scoring.
ありがとうございました。今日の試合の今日試合勝ったことだけに満足することなく、また明日北海道さんは死ぬ気で戦ってくると思うので、それに受け身にならずにしっかりとチャレンジャー精神を持って、まずはこれをアウェー、2戦取って横浜に帰れるように頑張っていきたいと思いますので、明日も5戦のほどよろしくお願いします。
いや今日最高のパフォーマンス見ていて楽しかったです。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
明日も頑張ってください。
ありがとうございます。
And I guess, being young and everybody, he's the talk of the town. There's no doubt about it, but also wanted to be respectful to his teammates and the veterans in the team and Kenta Mori. And, being the captain of the team is a very important job. Kawamura's message for the fans was thanks for supporting his team today, and tomorrow also is important as they try to go back to back.
バスケットボール自体に感謝しています。ありがとうございます。
So we look back at the day's events, and you see Mackensen, the former player, being honored. He's retired before the game, and then the game started, and we got to see a lot of Devin Oliver. A good pass from Charles Jackson, and then we got to see a little bit of this guy shooting it over the outstretched arms of Long. But then we got to see a lot of Sean Long as well, getting in, taking the foul, going to the line for the three-point play. Saw some of Dwight Ramos. I suppose if that's one regret is that they could not get him going like he needs to. He's got to be a bigger influence on this team. And Charles Jackson scoring with his only field goal of the game. Alda was terrific. 7 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals. Great minutes for him. And also Murphy was solid today. And then you had coming out Nakano scoring in the lane. Kawamura, who that's a sight that we saw a lot. He made his first 5 3-pointers. Here is Murphy out on the break. Murphy again finishing with 19 points. Long really played with a lot of heart and passion today. Really helped his team stay in. Hashimoto getting the pass over there to his teammate. And that was a big shot from Shimatani because right before that he had fouled Kawamura while attempting a 3. And then Kawamura shows what happens when you don't get the hand in his face. He knocks down the 3-pointer. That's one of the plays of the game right there. I mean, Murphy just drove in, was behind the backboard, was able to put it up and in. Kawamura again steps back for another 3-pointer. And then here he is. He thought he was fouled on that play. You can see him looking over at the ref. Wasn't there a foul? And there's the former star coming out and taking part in the halftime show. And then Kawamura just picked right up where he left off in the first half. Started coming out, scoring, and whoever was going to guard him wasn't going to have any success because he just wasn't missing. It didn't matter who guarded him. One right after the other, he scored. Now, that time he did miss, and Sakurai very quickly got it down the floor, got it to Murphy for a big bucket. And then Long staying with it despite the good defense from Jackson, and then finally was able to score and get to the line. Hashimoto came to life in the second half. And then the 3-point shot made at the other end by Suda, who just really, his threes were huge. Terrazzano right at the end, scoring. So the fourth quarter, and the fourth quarter was just a nightmare for Levanga Hokkaido as Yokohama B-CORSAIRS and Oliver had kind of been quiet after the first quarter, and he really came back out and started stroking it, as did this man again, Kawamura. And then everybody was wondering, how many points is he going to get today, Kawamura? And he answered it as he came out and surpassed his season high. He goes for 40 and then ended up getting the free throw at the end to go to 41 points. So this takes him to 41. He missed the first free throw. And that was it. So 98-82, Yokohama B-CORSAIRS winning it over Levanga Hokkaido. And you just got to tip your hat to Yokohama. They were not going to be denied today, getting the win on the road. And as you look at the stats, the 3-point shooting for Yokohama was really good. And it wasn't too bad either for Levanga Hokkaido. The big difference at the free throw line, twice as many made free throws for Yokohama. They were 22 of 27 in the end, 81.5%. They were shooting in the 90s in the first half. And some big free throw misses for Levanga Hokkaido in the end. They were 11 of 19, just 57.9%. So that was bad, as was the for Levanga Hokkaido, the rebounding advantage for Yokohama, who had 43 rebounds to 34 for Levanga Hokkaido. "13 turnovers for Levanga, just 6 for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. 30 points in the paint for Levanga, 30 as well for the B-CORSAIRS. And second chance points, 19 for the B-CORSAIRS, 13 for Levanga Hokkaido. 9 fast break points for Levanga, and 11 for Yokohama. Leading scores, 25 for Sean Long, 41 for Kawamura. So here we go again. 19 points for Murphy, 11 for Brock Modem for Levanga Hokkaido. And that's not right. It should be 41 points for, unless they've taken a basket away from Kawamura. 20 points for Devin Oliver and 9 for Patrick Alda. So I'm just wondering if Patrick Alda was given 2 points that belonged to Kawamura there. It looks like they may have indeed taken away 2 points from Kawamura. So we thought he had 41, but it looks like they may have taken it away. So anyway, still a season high for him. He had 36 in his previous game. 13 rebounds for Oliver. Nine for Sean Long. 6 assists for Hashimoto and 6 assists for Oliver and Kentamori, the captain. So I guess they have taken away 2. So instead of 41, it's 39 points and 2 rebounds. Excuse me. Not sure if that's 2 rebounds or 2 assists and 3 rebounds. But anyway, you get the point. He dominated today for the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. And again, these 2 teams will do it all again tomorrow. So you've been watching the B-League, folks. One more time as we look at the schedule for tomorrow. A lot of action. And there in the bottom right, Levanga Hokkaido and Yokohama B-CORSAIRS tipping off at 16:05 local time, game 2. It's all happening in the B-League. Thanks for watching.